Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy III Pixel Remastered. I am Marusu, and today we're starting our journey to doing side content and getting goodies. And I like goodies. Um, One thing I forgot to mention in a lot of my previous videos is, um, for one, this is the first game in the series that introduces Shiva, Ramu, Ifrit, and Titan. All right. So yeah, in the last video, I was unsure if we seen Titan before. Now, Titan may or may not be in Final Fantasy One. It wasn't two that I was thinking of. It was one. In one, you have to give this big big guy an item in order to clear the way to get through. I don't want to spoil one, but that's what you have to do. And there's theories online thinking that that is Titan. So that may or may not be Titan. He is unnamed, and no websites list him as Titan. But there's theories stating that he is Titan. So that may have been the first appearance of Titan. If it's not, this is the first appearance of Titan, this summon. The boss that we just fought to get the Earth Crystal just happens to also be named Titan. But yeah, this is the first introduction of these really powerful, important characters throughout the Final Fantasy franchise, and they would become staples in the Final Fantasy franchise, becoming some of the biggest icons of the Final Fantasy franchise. Oops, sorry about that. That being said, we're about to see another character that made his debut in this game. Earthen Fury! Urgh. Goodbye. Alright. I'm gonna fly because it's faster. And there's not a random encounter every 5 steps. Alright, so we want to fly over to Saronia. Right? And then we want to dive here. No, here. Yeah, we want to dive here. Because over here is a cave. This is the Saronian Catacombs. There is 6 new enemies in this location. And a lot of them are very weak for this point that we are at in the game. We could have gone here at any moment after the Saronia section of the game, and but as I've mentioned in previous videos, the boss of this area is somewhat of a super boss. Now, whether or not we out-leveled that super boss at this point is fine, because like the super bosses, what I consider to be a super boss, in the older Final Fantasy games are not nearly as strong as the final boss in a lot of regards. The super bosses end up becoming massively stronger in later installments of the game. But here, I would not say that the side bosses or the super bosses, if you want to call them that, are stronger than the final boss of this game. I would not say that, but they are still indeed strong. But the random encounters here are not that bad. There's only 6 of them, and there's a lot of chests here as well. So there's that. Here's 2 of them: the Fashon and the Boss Troll. They're basically just color variants of the same enemy. Let's attack. Everyone just do what they're currently doing. Very weak. I probably don't even worry about using magic. So you know what? I'm going to save my magic, because I probably don't need it. Also, was that a way down? No. Okay. Alright, so we have a lot of chests and a way up that way. Can't walk through the water because we're like on high-rise bridges. Here's another enemy, the Cyclops. Looks like a genie, a one-eyed genie. All right, I'll just have everyone just attack with the exception of her using Rune Staff. Place is incredibly easy. I don't need to waste my my magic until later. Like, especially after the last couple of dungeons we did with like the Cave of Shadows and whatnot, this place is much simpler. Like I said, I could have easily come here earlier in the game. Easily. But I'm terrified that the boss of this area is strong. Also, I'm gonna be the kitty now. Meow. Diamond Bell. Don't put that on my kitty. Now, kitty can't wear the Diamond Bell, even though they are wearing a bell around their neck. And this is why I bought Stona. You guys want to continue being rude to me? I will start using magic again. Take a hyper. You use Stona. And this is why I bought Stona. Never know. Earthen Fury. Actually, I think being a summoner, you only have the one move now. The one AoE move. I think the random move that you can do is only for a white evoker. So I'm gonna use the other moves to see what they do. I'm just gonna run down the list. It's not like Cyclops. All right, you use, yeah, it's still called Escape, but let's see what it does. Let's see what Escape does now. Will it still always be an escape? Chocobo Kick. Okay. Okay, that wasn't that good. Move on to the next fight. Not fight, you. If they're not dead, they're dead. I'll use Shiva in the next fight. Golem Staff. I've been ambushed. Bum, bum, boom, boom, bam, ba, ba, boo, ba, blah. Diamond Dust. Yeah, she finally has her Diamond Dust ability. Her signature attack. And over here, we have the Aegis Shield. And a Gaia Vest. Yeah, again, one of the problems of I had to go from the other side. One of the problems of having three mages is everyone's using the same. Everyone's using the same gear. All right, here's Judgment Bolt, the signature move of Ramu. All right, so let's go this way. Yeah, there's still 3 enemies left to find, but I'm assuming I don't find them here. Also, I didn't mean to do Spark again, but it's whatever. Yeah, pretty easy dungeon. Yeah, beat him with your stick. Judgment Bolt. So much damage. Yeah, I'm just waiting for their level 5 magic to get to the like 35 area. I don't know if it's gonna happen for you, but for these guys, there's like 13 uses of Thundaga. That's awesome. Like, I want to be able to use them without fearing that I'm going to run out. Go this way. Another Cyclops back attack. Alright. Alright, so let's do Hetra. You can just do that. As long as they don't attack Arc, I'm fine. But my Knight should protect Arc. Inferno! Yeah, in later iterations of this game, not this game, but in Final Fantasy, Inferno becomes his weaker attack, and Hellfire is his signature. Found him, but there's still a bunch of chests here. Did I miss a place? Yes. No. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. I also forgot to heal. Let's hopefully I get that hyper off. There we go. Okay. Earthen Fury. Yep. Signature attack. Nice. Refuge job level went up. Over here. There's the rest of the chest. Monsters! Here's a new enemy, the Ouroboros. From lore, the Ouroboros is a snake eating its own tail. I think it's supposed to represent infinity. It is not difficult at all. It has 900 HP. Already dead. Goodbye. For that, we get an elixir. Monsters! And here is the Chinchos. Kind of like a man octopus thingy. Has 1350 experience. Not experience. HP. It's not too bad. Let's use. No, don't use escape. I'm still afraid of that. Let's use spark. I'm still afraid of that. Causing me to run, which I don't know if you can run from monster boxes. And if you can, I don't want to. Yeah, obviously weak to thunder. For that, we get a Phoenix down. Nice. I need that because again, I forgot to stock up. Monsters. Another Ouroboros. Ouch. Yeah, the Ouroboros can hit hard, but they have like no HP. Judgment Bolt, because I'm rude. And another elixir. More monsters. Another Sensos. Another dead octopus. Anyone like fried octopus? Or electrocuted octopus? Another Phoenix down. More monsters. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's still one more enemy here. I don't know where it is. Another elixir. There's still another enemy here. Where is it? Phoenix down. Monsters. Another elixir. More monsters. So I have to find this last enemy, wherever they are. There you go. But in the process of doing that, I'm going to swap up my party. The boss is massively resistant. Actually, he's not really. Yeah, he has resistances to like all magic. Debating on if I want to. I'll try it with the party I currently have. Maybe. I'll try it with the party I currently have. But I need to find this last enemy first. Wherever the heck you are. I don't want to waste all my MP, so I might just run until I find it. If I can't find this enemy in the next fight, then I'll just show you when I do find him. Yeah, I'm just gonna flee. Alright, I'll see you when I find this enemy. Hey guys, after 15 minutes I finally found it. It is apparently insanely rare. Also, I did decide to change my party to Dragoons with the exception of Refia, simply for the fact that the upcoming boss does have party-wide attacks, and Jump can keep them out of harm's way. Now this is Balor. It's a different variety of the Eater, but I'm pretty sure this one does not replicate, like, at all. He also has like no HP, like, at all. Goodbye. And it's simple as that. I found him on floor 5. If y'all are having difficulty finding him, he's apparently insanely rare. Now, that being said, I'm going up here, and I'm going to quick save. Quick save your game. This guy can wipe you out insanely fast. Alright. It is foolish mortal. It is a foolish mortal indeed who dares disturb my slumber. Odin attacks. So yeah, this is Odin, the first iteration of Odin in the series as well. Yeah, Final Fantasy III had a lot of firsts when it came to primordial beings that are generally known to be summonables throughout the series. He has 20,000 HP, and frankly, he only has 2 attacks. A physical attack, and Zentetsuken, which is a party-wide attack that does insane damage. The best thing to do is jump, and have your white mage just cast Karaga the entire time. It was a waste of a Karaga, but it's fine. And then just auto. He has 20,000 HP. Yeah, he can do that, which is why doing Karaga the entire time, it should heals back up. And doing this, he should die. I might get unlucky, and he might get 2 Zentetsuken's off on my people before I can heal them, but he should also be almost dead. Yeah, like say I didn't get 1 off on Ignis, he might get, yep, he got a second 1 off on Ignis. That's the only thing you really got to worry about, but I managed to get a heal off on him. And he should almost be dead. Doing this is probably the easiest way to deal with him. I don't think I would have survived doing this with all mages. I don't think my mages would have nearly done enough damage. And worst case scenario is I do have I'm gonna check to make sure I still have enough Kiragas. So yeah, jump, jump, jump. I still have 3 Kiragas. Okay. Yeah. 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 See. On the see, Lunith is dead now. Lunith died. Yeah, that's the only thing you gotta watch out for is if his Zentetsuken hits a jumping party member in the right moment, he'll be hitting them as they come down, and then they'll be jumping before your cure gets off. And if he does that a couple of times in a row, as you saw, your party member will die. But the fight in itself is essentially insanely easy if you just follow this hack. Just do jumping strats. It'll get your people out of harm's way, and then you can survive because Kiraga will keep you healed, and you'll be done in about 10 to 11 turns before you run out of Kiragas. Sorry about that mild interruption. Again. My strength is yours to command, warrior of light. And for all of that, we get Catastro. We now get Odin as a summon. Which I will have you learn. Summons Odin. That will be level 6 now. And now we need to get out of here. Alright, let's run back. Watch me run into Balor like 7 times on the way back. Because, that's what the game loves to do. Right, I don't need a jump. Or staff. Get me out of here. Back to my ship. And there we go. I want to turn my jobs back to what they were. Knight. With the Aegis Shield. Summoner. And Magus. There we go. Alright, and with that, that will be it for this episode. I hope my strategy of taking care of Odin helps everyone else. He's really not that hard if you have the right strategy, but if you're going in there with like a full party of mages like I almost did, you're probably gonna die, unless you're really over leveled. I'm slightly under leveled. I should be like pushing into the 40s at this point, or just getting past the 40 point. But it's fine. If you know what you're doing, you're probably gonna be able to just get through most of this game. But yeah. So if you like what I do here, like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. How fast you defeated Odin? Anyone kill him one shot? I don't know if you can. I don't think you can do 20,000 damage in this game. I don't think the level cap got increased past 9,999 until what, 10 maybe, and that's with a special move. But yeah. Until next time, I'll see you all then. Take care. Bye bye.